yeah. Bama Jamma, back at you again with another one. But first, please like, subscribe, and comment. It helps my channel grow with YouTube and all their algorithms and things like that. Let me get a roll tide. But as an extra bonus, for each video that I premiere, that is watched in its entirety, the first 3 comments now, will receive a special gift. It's Bama Jamma's way of giving back, and there's no limit either. So when you get the notification, watch in its entirety the premiere video, which will have the keyword at the end of the video. Like, subscribe, and comment. Let me get a roll tide. And that's like 4 flats on a Cadillac. You understand what I'm saying? Stand on business and comment. Let me get a roll tide. Yeah. Bama Jamma, back at you again with another one. Today we're going to talk about this child support and the things that can ensnare you, hem you up, or sidetrack you when you're trying to maneuver your way through this child support process and the baby mama drama. But anyhow, as you can see behind me, I'm on the planet Mercury. I'm on the planet Mercury because Mercury is just like Texas. I'm an independent contractor here, and I got a 1099. That means I'm exempt from paying child support payments if I can't do it. Plus, I got a Mercurian woman. No drama. That's why I can't mess with them earthlings. And let me get a roll tide. But anyhow, child support. What makes you eligible for child support is you got to have the child more than half of the time. To determine your payment, both parents' joint incomes, that's the gross now, minus any deductions and other financial obligations that each parent shoulders, is also considered as well. Arrearages are the collection of back payments, not necessarily child support payments, and it could be marital debt, etc. The income sharing law, section 19-6-15 of the Georgia Code, Bama Jamma got them codes too, where a Georgia court can look at your salary, interest, trust income, tips, commission, and other sources to determine a parent's income. You have to pay it, even if you unemployed. Or you receiving unemployment benefits, disability benefits, Social Security payments, or workers' compensation payments. But, depending on your individual circumstances of both parents and best interests of the child, circumstances will be taken for that too. But high income of both parents, combined income of $30,000 a month, woo, will be an exception also. Low income of non-custodial parents earning $1,850 per month or less will be considered as well. But don't you be no black man with no $1,850, because you might not get no consideration like anybody else will, and that's keeping it real. What also determines child support payments and health related insurance, life insurance, child and dependent care tax credit, travel expenses, alimony, mortgage, permanency, planner, foster care plan, extraordinary expenses such as medical conditions or education expenses, and actual parenting time. Let me get a roll tide. Child support must be paid until the child reaches the age of 18, dies, marries, or is emancipated. However, the payments can continue if the child is 20 years old and has not graduated from high school. Aha, bitch. I got your monkey ass on that one. Let me get a roll tide. In seeking child support modification, you have to assess your eligibility, gather necessary documentation, financial records, proof of new child's birth or adoption, relevant court orders or agreements. You got to contact DCSS or an attorney. File a petition for modification. This may take up to 6 months. Reason why I'm telling you to take up 6 months, because I know a fella where it took 8 months for him to get a court hearing. To a year to get a hearing scheduled, so be prepared. You got to attend the modification hearing. Then you got to await the court's decision. If you get a court order, don't be in contempt. Because if you fail to, it'll be if you fail to impose fines. You'll get fines put on you. Even jail time. And if you're a black man, that's a 95% probability. Let me get a roll tide. But let me tell you this little story right here. It's funny. It's a funny story and sad all at the same time. I was in court for child support, and 10 black guys had gone up before me. After each one said they didn't have the money, the judge told them, sit on that bench over there. Then a white guy goes up, tells the judge, I just ain't got it. It's been raining all week, plus I had to buy diapers for my baby, and I had to eat too. I just ain't got it. Hearing that, I'm saying to myself, I know he going to sit on the bench. Know he going to jail. But to my surprise, the judge asked him when he thought he could get some money down to the courts in a concerning manner. Shocked as I was, the white guy said, I can try to get something down here in a few weeks, but I ain't making no promises. In an arrogant way. The judge says, well, try and get something down here by then. Bam! Hits the gavel. White man walks out the courtroom. Whew! I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking at the black guy sitting over there on the bench, and I look at the white guy just walked out the courtroom. I'm saying to myself, okay, I got to do what I got to do not to get over there on that bench. So boom, couple of guys later, they call me up. I get up there, judge asks me what's the problem. I tell him, look here, I got a paycheck coming Friday, and I can have all the money down here Friday noon. Judge looks at me. He looks over at the bench, and he says to himself and says to me, all right, have that money down here Friday, and if it ain't down here Friday, you go on up there to the LEC and turn yourself in. You understand me? I said, yes, sir. Bam, hit the gavel, I walk out the courtroom. But that goes to show you just how unfair the judicial system is when it comes to black men. That's a true story. And let me get a roll tide. But anyway, we getting back to that DCSS. That sounds ominous, don't it? That's the Division of Child Support Services of the Georgia Department of Human Services. They like the FBI of Child Support Enforcement. They provide families with TANF, TANF, temporary assistance for needy families. They help establish child support orders or orders of medical support of a child, collecting and distributing support payments, that mean they coming to get you, locating absent parents, so don't try to hide, my brother, establishing paternity, that's a good thing, and enforcing orders of alimony. Whew! They do a lot. And like I said, they the FBI. And let me get a roll tide. They do, however, help a father with the fatherhood program. And that helps parents that can't pay with counseling and job placement. You know they can even intercept lottery winners if you win $2,500 or more. Shaking my head. Ain't that a bitch? Restrict your license, your driver's license, your hunting license, your fishing license, and no passport for you, brother. If you owe $2,500 or more, you won't be leaving the country that day. And let me get a roll tide. And they'll even report your black ass to the credit bureau for $1,000 a month and sometimes less. The system, however, is outdated and was established 40 years ago. 29% of families in the child support system live below the federal poverty line, which is real low. The media, however, perpetrated this deadbeat dad myth with the CBS report back in 1986 titled The Vanishing Family, Crisis in Black America. This report featured a New Jersey father of 6 who boasted and bragged about not financially supporting his kids. Right after that aired, like magic, less than a month later, Congress, them giving themselves a raise, folks, passed a law forcing states to aggressively pursue child support debts. Get your black ass on TV talking stupid, and they put a law out in less than a month to hunt your black ass down. Shaking my head. And let me get a roll time. 66% of all child support not paid by the father is due to an inability to pay. Child support system overwhelmingly concentrates on enforcement more so than any other part of it. That means they coming to get your black ass. But anyway, let me tell you about this little story right here. They had this girl. She was an 8th grader. She told a woman, which was her teacher, that she wanted 2 kids and not to be married when she grows up. You know why? Because she couldn't collect child support. Troubling to hear a young girl have thoughts like that. But she is only relating to what she has heard or been told from older females, namely the mama. A child to some women is like a paycheck. But the child still suffers because the mothers use the money that's slated for the children for themselves, aka them so-called NBA, NFL, basketball wives. Shaking my damn head. But non-Hispanic black, non-custodial parents owe the highest levels of child support orders compared to whites, their counterparts. Just like in the incarceration sector, where we make up more than half of the incarcerated individuals in jail. The child support system is another form of incarceration for the black man. It is all possible due to the willingness of the black woman to go that route. I can't understand how a woman, a black woman, can profess so much love for a black man, lay down with a black man, get pregnant by a black man, have a child by a black man, and then in turn, hate the father, your black ass, of the child, so much to the point they want to bring your ass home, physically and mentally. I get it. You hurt. You ashamed. Feel bad because he don't want you no more. He don't want your ass no more. How they get the black woman to play ball is by being their so-called saviors. Give you an apartment, give you a little TANF, give you a little Medicaid, all that. But we gotta go after your baby daddy to try and recoup what we giving you. Even swap, but a damn swindler. Most black women say, okay, Mr. Charlie, do what you gotta do. And let me get a roll tide. If they can't get a black man to do something stupid, they'll get him with the help of the baby mama. Hell, I know two fellas that have been arrested 3 times for child support. One of them got arrested right after he paid the child support with his receipt in the courthouse. And guess why they arrested him? Because he was $5.38 short of the said amount that he needed to bring. Now ain't that a bitch? All that to say this. This topic is real personal for Bama Jamma. I know a man that was the best father he could ever be for his son. Spending time raising him, putting him first, feeding him, etc. While the mother of the child pursued her career goals. He was so devastated when the mother of the child showed back up almost a year later to spend the day with the son, never to return him. 1 month later, he got a phone call saying that his son wanted to see him. So he told her where he was at the moment. The mother brought the son to his job, only to let him see his father for 3 minutes. 2 days later, he was served with child support papers. Now ain't that a bitch? One other fella I know was seeing about his son 5 to 7 days a week. But when his son was failing in school, not giving his best efforts, his father told him he wouldn't get a 4-wheeler for Christmas if his grades didn't improve. A few days later, his mother calls and tells him it's unfair that he wasn't getting a 4-wheeler for Christmas, and his stepbrother was, who is an A+ student. Needless to say, she told the father that since he wasn't going to reward his child for bad grades, she needed money for him at her home. After emphasizing that he was the caretaker for his son 5 to 7 days a week, she still insisted on funds coming to her. The father pleaded with the mother to work out the situation without taking it to child support, considering she was benefiting from not being a caretaker for the son 5 to 7 days a week, not being responsible for homework, not getting up 2 times a night till the morning to keep the son from wetting the bed, not buying school clothes and shoes, supplies, not making sure he went to school clean and prepared every day, not being present for his sporting events, extracurricular activities, football, baseball, etc., all the Christmases, the birthdays, etc. She only wanted the money. He then told her if she starts the child support, she would get the money. But all the other perks and all the benefits would cease to be. He meant it. Standing on 10. Standing on business. His son was 6 or 7 then. 3 weeks later, child support was started, requiring a quarter of his money every month for child support. He took it really hard for a time, seeing his child go to school afterwards with mismatched clothes and shoes, musty, unclean, and not well kept, and eventually he was pulled from school due to her unwillingness to help him with his schoolwork. She wasn't mentally competent to do that. Let me get a roll tide. Eventually, his grandmother, the father's mother, stepped in to intercede and try to get the son back on track. Now, ain't that a bitch? These two men I'm referring to had almost severed all their relationships with their families because of what they were going through. But here we are, 20 years later, and $140,000 in paid child support and marital debt. Oh, and these two men who are really one and the same, hint, hint, later, and I mean later, they both unequivocally realized that the son's mother was a greedy, opportunistic, low-down, dumbass, dirty bitch. Let me get a roll tide. But anyway, Bama Jamma wrote a song. On ahead, dropping them tones. Here it go. Boom, 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 ah, da, da, da. You can kiss my damn black ass. I know I'm getting screwed. Child supporting you. You can kiss my damn black ass. I know I'm getting screwed. Child supporting you. I gotta pay it. Your Honor, I don't know why I'm here with this trifling ass bitch. She mad and she's trying to hold on. Your Honor, there's some things I like to say that would sorta explain. I'm asking Your Honor, stay with me for a little while. He said, please hush, no questions asked. Sit back and relax, sir, as I read the verdict. I done just got screwed. I gotta pay this heifer now. Since I ain't seen my son in months, you can kiss my damn black ass. Bama Jamma, putting it down, dropping them tones. 4 flats like on a Cadillac. Today's key word is get. And we out of here. Peace.